What's up, guys? Robbie here. I don't really do YouTube videos that often. Just trying it out. I really just like to just basically share with you guys what I'm thinking, what's happening, and yeah, like I've been trading Bitcoin for since 2017 now, so I kind of understand what goes on. I can see when weird things are happening, and I just wanted to share these things with you because I just thought that there's some weird stuff happening right now. So yeah, let's get into it. So here's Bitcoin from 2017. This is the high that we had in 2017, that 20K high, and then here's where we are now. So as you can see, we've been through our ups, our downs, up, down. Then right here is our recent up, right? And if we zoom in here, right, if we zoom all the way in, we can see that on the daily, we just had a massive dump, right? From top to bottom on the daily here, try to get as accurate as possible, right? It's about 15.5%, we can call it. At the current, where it's at right now, about 10% drop. So we had a 10% drop in price in one day, just off of where the candle body sits now. That took 7.5 days, you can call it, to build up to get to that price level to begin with. And yeah, it's just really weird because as you can see, we had this bullish trend right here, consistently going up, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, like, everything doesn't go straight up, right? Nothing ever goes straight up, ever. But, we had a fair share of pullbacks, right? Like here, a little pullback, here, a little pullback. Yes, this was a little overextended of a run, right? But, what I was finding a little weird here, tell me if I'm wrong. What I was finding a little weird here is that every single person, when I say this, every single news article, every single this spec of every YouTube video, everybody's like, oh, there's gonna be a post halvening dump. Every single person, oh yeah, BTC price drop because of exchanges. Fears of Bitcoin dump intensify, blah blah blah. Right? All these people just randomly guessing it. Right? Just coming from me. Bitcoin, it's really hard to guess it short term. It's really hard to be like, this day is gonna drop or this day is gonna go up. And we're coming down on 2 days left on the halvening event, and to really call something like that, 2 days left, it's gonna dump. That's hard to do. You know, Sometimes people get lucky. Like you'll have somebody who will call it, but you're having the whole internet call it at this point. Every single person's calling it, right? Everybody's like, oh, there's gonna be this big dump post happening, this and that, and then they're saying, oh, it's gonna be pre-happening, this and that. People are calling their different calls, whatever. But almost everybody was saying pre-happening, Bitcoin's gonna dump. Odd, right? It's kind of weird how everybody be just so confident. You're putting your reputation on the line when you say stuff like this. You're not and people, they listen to you and they hear your opinion, and they're going to make decisions off your opinion. So you want to be right, just morally and ethically, you want to be correct. So people can trust you, and it's serious, like trading cryptocurrency serious, it's putting your money on the line that you worked for, and you really want to get as the most detailed and accurate information as possible. So, if we look, there's just weird things. Like here's Twitter, and this guy, Benzonite General here, he said whoever this Bitfinex Tetherwell is, he correctly predicted the Black Swan dump and exited at the exact bottom. He's massively short again. Scariest thing I've seen in a minute. This was May 4th. It's the 9th. This is 5 days ago. If you look at this chart here, right, you can see that he's right. This whale. There was no action here, right? Randomly, this guy moved his assets onto Bitfinex, bought a bunch of shorts right here, dropped, exit all of his shorts, made a bunch of money right here, started building up his shorts again. Boom, spiked his shorts again. You know, okay. I can understand that. What I'm saying, to an extent. But so you have whales right here playing with their money, playing longs, playing shorts. Hmm. But then you have every single media outlet backing them up. Like, oh yeah, it's gonna dump. Oh yeah, 100%. You know, there's some technicals here that said, yeah, you know what, it could dump. You know what I'm saying? But I really feel like that this particular dump is short term. I feel like that this 10% day that we had right here is nothing compared to what's gonna happen this week or this next week. And there's a couple reasons why I'm saying this, and it's because that when it drops, when Bitcoin drops like that, based on this, it is basically it basically dropped just because some whales dumped some coin. That didn't change the market sentiment right now, and that's not going to do anything to the price coming forward. And it's basically just going to retract. It's probably only going to take a couple of days, honestly. And a lot of people are drawing this. They're drawing this triangle here called a symmetrical triangle. Whatever floats your boat here. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I can draw real fast here. So everybody's trading off this triangle here. Everybody's like, this triangle's key. Triangles don't always play out, but yeah, like this looks pretty significant. I mean, let's be honest here. If this triangle broke out, the price action would be, astronomically up. Like, it would be insane, right? But let's just look short term here. Yeah, it failed to bounce off this triangle right here. This is actually pretty common in these patterns here. Usually it's not uncommon on your third touch to actually have what's called a hook, like this. It could actually be much smaller too, like what we had, this little tiny retrace. The next day it could just bounce and hook, and break through the triangle. I mean, it's actually pretty common on the breakouts of a triangle. They usually don't break on the third touch anyways. Another thing that we can see here, if I can get it right, let's see if I can get this volume range right here. So if we go to 2017, right, this is gonna be this is gonna be the price action that you want to kind of see. It's like from $800 a coin on. This is called the volume per volume range here, and basically it's just using the volume traded to basically tell you where the support and resistance is of the coin. And then we can see here that off that first retrace, we bounce at our nearest strong support here. Our nearest strong support is like 87.5 to 8,000 really. And we can see that right here it bottomed out at just around 8,000, 8,100. So we can see that we really hit that first layer of support. It's really showing because we did have that big reaction off this wick. Big reaction right here. That's a 6% increase when it hit that $8,000 level. It means there's a lot of buying pressure there. If we zoom into just this current run up here, let's exclude that $3,000 area. Let's get to that run up to here. We can see that there was a lot of resistance at this level though. So this is what people were betting on, like, this is the biggest resistance we're gonna see right here. This and that, this and that. We did have a bunch of touches right here at 10.5. But the thing is that if you look right here, we didn't even touch 10.5. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there was a touch right here, 10.5, touch right here, 10.5. This whole consolidation level at 10.5, we didn't touch it. We didn't get there. So to see this much retractment when we didn't even hit our key level is odd again. It's showing me that it was artificial and that it's gonna retract. These moves don't last, and yeah, just it's just odd, and it yeah, everybody's all happy now. These people who called it, like, oh, I called that, like, it was gonna drop this and that. But as we can see, it didn't really wipe out much gains here. I mean, we're still pretty far in the gains. I mean, if you bought off this last drop, you'd still be up about 117% right now. So yeah, I mean, the uptrend is still here. I wonder if we can still draw it here. I don't know if we can. I haven't tried this yet, but you're reaching, but you can still say that this is still on an uptrend and it bounced off of our lower channel support here. If you want to draw this as a channel, you can see boom, 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 boom. I don't know if there's really, oh, yeah, you can stretch that. You can draw that as an upper channel if we draw it back here, right there. You can see boom, 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 and Boom. So if you really wanted to trade this as bullish, you can really just say we're in an upward moving channel right here. You're not really trading off of any bearish patterns, really. If we look at the RSI has been completely reset. I mean, a complete reset. That's awesome. I mean, RSI getting that low, that's really good. That means we do have a lot of room to move up, and we can see this new 4-hourly candle. Not a lot of movement. It looks like volume super low as well. So, let's see what happens here. I mean, I would actually turn bearish if we did end up breaking this bottom channel here. Then yeah, I can see a move lower, probably to right here, 6,800, 6,600 around those two levels. Been super support. It's also been super resistance, and we can see it off of our VP volume per volume range right here. As we can see, we got that red line indicating that that is where a lot of support is. One of our consolidation points on that upward trend was also right there. You can also see another consolidation point right here, and right here. It was a big player in the last run up. So, if it did break out of our upward channel right here, yes, I would say, you know what, 6,800's in the picture. Our 4-hourly candle does turn green right here. Oh, it's back red. So there is buyers here still. We do have this resistance level right here that we need to break above. It'd be around 88. So I'll just say right now, if we break above 88, I'm calling a break above 10. I'm calling at least a touch to 10.5, and then that's when we would see that real, maybe we'll get that bearish rejection. But if we break past 10.5, I feel like it's going to continue going up. But yeah, let's just see what it does. We got this upwards channel here, and if it breaks down to 6.8, we'll see what happens from there. If it doesn't break this bottom trend line, which is at around 8,100, it's gonna be around 8,200 tomorrow and the next day. Then I'm seeing at least a rise up right here. We can see it's at 10.5 on the 14th. That's 4 days from now. So at least touching that. Well, that's all I have to say today. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave this video a like, comment. I'll get back to you guys, see what you guys say, and I appreciate you guys for staying this long, and thank you. See ya.